Tiny Titan AI, The Sterling Dinner Secrets. Act 1, The Arrival and the Kitchen Reunion. The scene opens with the heavy thrum of an SUV engine cutting out as it pulls up to the estate. The gravel crunches underfoot as Sarah leads Alice, Alex, and Diane into the cold, marble-floored grand drawing room. Titan ignores them, his footsteps echoing sharply as he strides toward the kitchen. He pushes open the double doors, the sudden rush of kitchen heat meeting him. Mrs. Sterling is at the island, her hands moving with precision as she plates a dish. She drops her ladle with a sharp clatter, rushing toward him and pulling him into a long, fierce, protective hug, her hands frantically checking his frame to ensure he is unharmed. Mrs. Sterling, softly with genuine warmth. "You look tired, Titan. I practiced these ribs for 3 days. No one else touches your plate today. Just me." She gently shoves a mate aside, her focus solely on the plate. She sets it before him, watching him with a soft, proud, yet possessive smile as he takes the first bite. Mrs. Sterling, "Well, how does it taste? Is it the way you like it?" Titan, "Perfect, Mama Sterling." Act 2, The Dinner. The dining room is stiflingly grand. The clinking of fine crystal and the low pouring of wine are the only sounds. Alice sits clamped to Titan's side, while Mrs. Sterling watches from his other. Diane sits directly across from the general, their eyes locked in a silent, polite, calculating duel. General Sterling, beaming, playing the part of the proud father. 3 years of dominance, 2-time reigning champion. Titan, the camp starts at the end of September for that 2-week stretch. You feeling ready to bring home a 3rd title? Titan, if you want me there for those 2 weeks, you and Mrs. Sterling move into the base quarters with me. I'm not going back to those empty barracks alone. General Sterling, a flicker of surprise crosses his face before he recovers. If that's what it takes to secure the win, it's done. Alice, curious, leaning in. Is the camp like how you train us in the tactical simulation chamber? That thing is way more intense than anything else. The room suddenly freezes. The air grows thin and suffocating. Alex. She snaps into a sharp, crisp salute, her eyes suddenly bright and manic with excitement. "General, while we're on the subject of the camp and the TSC, I have one very important request. I am going to need a rotisserie chicken and, if it's not too much trouble, some cake for dessert." General Sterling. He chuckles, a cold, hollow sound, nodding at her enthusiasm. "I always keep my promises, Alex." He snaps his fingers at the maid. "You heard her. Go to the kitchen, prepare a rotisserie chicken, and bring out some cake for dessert immediately." General Sterling, turning his focus back to the table, his voice dropping. "Tactical simulation chamber? I don't have one at the base, Titan. Since we're all moving, you'll need to set one up there for me." Titan, "You want a TSC at the base? Fine. But if I'm building it, then the twins are staying for the duration. I want them in the front row to watch me win that 3rd championship." General Sterling, "Deal. The twins stay." Act 3, The Revelation. General Sterling, looking at Diane with a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. "Diane, it's an honor to host you. I imagine your father, the richest man in the world, is quite protective. Are you enjoying your time staying by Titan's side?" Diane. She sets her glass down with a precise, cold click. Her expression remains unshakable. "My father focuses on assets, General. I prefer to focus on potential, and I've found that staying by Titan's side is enlightening." The general masks his annoyance with a thin, sharp smile. Mrs. Sterling leans towards Sarah. Mrs. Sterling, softly, "You look more happy than I've seen you in years, Sarah. You look amazing, like you're finally in love." Sarah. She freezes. Her gaze darts toward Titan, then drops, her face pale. She offers a strained, nervous smile, clutching her wine glass. I don't know about that, Mama. Titan is like the little brother I never had. I'm just happy to see him safe, that's all." The general watches this display of warmth for a beat, his expression hardening into stone. The silence stretches until the air in the room becomes heavy, cold, and metallic. General Sterling, leaning forward, his voice low and cutting. Enjoy the sentiment while it lasts. But make no mistake, Titan, you're a weapon. I forged you into the soldier sitting at this table. You are what I made you. I've had you in the field since you were 5 years old. Never forget that you belong to the Sterling legacy. Silence. The room becomes a vacuum. Alice and Alex stop breathing, their faces crumbling as the weight of the words hits them. They look visibly heartbroken, the realization of Titan's lifelong trauma hitting them like a physical blow. Titan slowly stands, his movements rigid and mechanical. He doesn't look at anyone as he turns and walks out of the room. The general remains seated, his cold, unrelenting gaze fixed on the empty chair, forcing everyone else at the table to look at him in the suffocating quiet. Cut to black.